Let me say, give the parents a hand. This is a defining moment in this country. All over the world, whether you look in Russia, whether you look in the Middle East, whether you look in Africa, the debate is how the rights of people are dealt with by the state. Ferguson and Michael Brown Jr. will be a defining moment on how this country deals with policing and the rights of its citizens to redress how police behave in this country. There will be no toleration of you trying to change the issue now. In 3 weeks, we saw a woman pummeled on the freeway in Los Angeles. We saw a man choked to death on video while he said, "I can't breathe," 11 times. Then we come to Ferguson, Missouri, the show me state, and see a young man, 18 years old, shot down in the streets unarmed. And rather than you address it, you try to smear the young man rather than uphold the principles of justice and dignity. I want you to know these parents are not going to cry alone. They're not going to stand alone. They're not going to fight alone. We have had enough. That is going to be taken seriously in this country need to address police and Michael Brown.
That's right, man.
I heard some of the senators talk, but where are the leading candidates for president? Jeb Bush, Hillary Clinton, don't get laryngitis on this issue. Nobody can go to the White House unless they stop by our house. Let me be clear. When the grandfather called me and I came and met with the father and mother, I told them, I'm not no drive-by activist. We'll be here until justice is achieved. And let me be real clear. I know they're going to smear Michael. They may even try to smear the parents. They're going to call the lawyers names. They're going to call me names. But I come from Brooklyn, a section called Do or Die Bed-Stuy. I've been in the movement, Joe Madison, since I was a teenager. Youth Director Operation Breadbasket under Reverend Jackson, by 13. In all of my life, I've never seen nothing more despicable than while this mother and this father and their families haven't even had the time to bury their son, the police chief would release a tape trying to disparage his name while his mama's still weeping to the city believe in a system that would try to spit on the name and character of a young man who hasn't even been there. Then you have to come out and say, well, it had nothing to do with the shooting. Then why did you put it out? First of all, let me tell the media. The tape I saw, they talk about they got a tape of this great robbery. I saw tape of some young guy that may have been shoplifting. They're different between robbing and shoplifting. Now, I don't condone either, but you don't have to stretch it to help a smear campaign. But the issue is not whether he's shoplifting. The issue is not what he did before. The issue is how a young man with no deadly threat, no life extenuating circumstances was shot multiple times. That's the issue, and that's the issue America's got to deal with. We don't want no double talking. We don't want no backstabbing. We want to know where justice is. We heard tonight from Officer Johnson, we're not anti-police. We don't think all police are bad. We're not anti-sitting down and solving the problem. But there's a difference between calling for peace and calling for quiet. Peace means that we have equal protection under the law. Quiet means just shut up inside. We are not going to shut up. We're going to come together and have a real peace in this country. Let me clear up one misnomer. They say, well, why is the family calling about the federal government coming in? Officer of the federal government coming in. One, if you look at what the chief did, you know why the local people can't trust local authorities. How you gonna trust them that slay a victim to bring their issue before anybody? Second, I've got experience in this. I was involved in the Avenue of the Weimar movement. Those cops were prosecuted. I was involved in Rodney King, supported Anthony Baez. So I have a record of knowing what these federal laws do. Race is not required in a federal case of civil rights if law enforcement is involved. Excessive force by the state is a violation of civil rights. So while y'all running around media looking for something that don't need to be there, we never approved race in Avenue of the Weimar. We proved excessive force by the state. So there is clear federal exposure here. Let me say this and bring my brother on. We want an action plan. We have said to our young folk, we understand the anger. We're angry. But you're not more angry than the parents. And while you show some of the young people out of control, show some of the young people that went out there last night, the night before last, and helped clean up and stand up in their neighborhood. This is not our generation. There are young people that want justice, that know how to protest peacefully. Some are take advantage of their child. There's a difference between an activist and a thug. Don't loot in Michael's name. We are not looters. We are liberators. We are not beggars. We are builders. Three things. One, we are going to have a dignified, a incomparable service for their son. The day they choose to lay him to rest, we don't want nothing to move, but showing our commitment to justice for this family. Second, we want to deal with the militarization of police in this country. The shocking display of military operations. We saw millions of dollars roll down all kind of military equipment like you were at war with your citizens. If you got enough money to bring all that equipment in here, you got money for jobs. Martin III and I met with State Senator Jamila Nasheed and Hazel Irby and Brother Anthony Shahid, the grassroots king himself, and others that we have met with. Vaki Baruti. These people we will work with. We need to bring jobs to the young folk. They are mad because they get up mad every day because you've given them no future. We need to, since you showed us you got some money, we're going to show you how to spend it. Thirdly, we're going to have a drive in this town. 67% of the city black. 3 black cops out of 53. No blacks on the school board. Michael Brown will change this town. To work with us to do a voter registration, voter turnout. And some of y'all that's mad now were mad 3 weeks ago for election day. Y'all have to stop voting and showing up. 12% turnout is an insult to your children. Lastly, on May 2nd, National Civil Rights leaders will be calling. We need to go to Congress. After they come back from break, we're going to call a day, we'll announce it May 2nd. We're going to have an arms up rally and march in D.C. to demand federal legislation around policing, how we get